무게가 뭐 나중에 났구만.
What are you gonna do now?
Now, I make like bear.
Like a bear?
Exactly like bear. Eat, and you shoot. You must get.
Damn it. Well, this doesn't seem too now bad. Just this. And what can I get for you?
왜 내 방은 문 따고 들어가야 되는데 이 씨발 병신 같은 게임.
Why is this all sticky? Here we are. Good. Oh, hot now. God, why?
Beer over gold, I say.
My God, what now?
마그네부르크 갑옷을 안 끼고 있네. 아우.
Won't be here after another.
음식 싹 터진 거 봐. 전투와 다만 화살이 더 없나? 잉여 화살이 있네. 트로츠키로 가야 되는구나. 에? 아오 막았어 씨. 페브스 뱃속에 뭐 없나? 역시 뭐 개파 운전은 어디서 있구만. 대충 살자.
If you're hungry, just let me know. I have some well-aged mutton and black sauce.
Ka! Ka! Dick! Show me what you're made of then, you swine. Show yours. I can't get a shot in. Take that.
와 존나 아파 속공. 진짜 존나 아프다. 뭔가 바로 상해버렸고 메투랑.
Ka! Ka!
수호돌이 파괴되는데 퀘스트를 할 수 있을까?
Will outlive us all. No, it was Jan, the beanpole.
Him? But he was fit as... I want to go to the Trotsky.
You've picked quite a journey, but if you have the coin,
Here you are.
all right. All right, we're ready. We can go.
Let's get going.
그 도시에는 왜 2,800원밖에 없지? 아 막바지하고 돈 펑펑 썼나 내가? 뭐 했길래 나를 다 싫어하냐 너희는?
Giddy up.
형파에다 30이 됐구나. 여기 거의 뭐 현상 수배범이 됐구만.
Damn it! Don't you know how to ride a horse? Ja! Ja!
That chatter isn't helping anyone.
전용 컷신.
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here.
와 이거 머릿속에 이 기가 차대랑 삐삐가 이제 이야기하는 거야? 맞네.
Don't you play games with me.
기가 차대랑 삐삐네.
You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad.
늑대가 지나가는 곳.
Beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm watching your back, friend. You can count on that. Give it to them, beast. Untie me, please. It's not easy to talk with my hands bound.
오이타 경.
Please untie me.
나름 귀족이네.
Come on. I want to sit down. Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Skalitz. And you are...
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
You've got a pretty strange name, I'll tell you that.
It's Latin, but you can call me Voiter if you like. It's not really my name, but what does it matter?
What were you doing with that skull? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Not long ago, I was singing to a horse.
See,
씨발.
we might just understand each other.
떡볶이 아줌마와의 뜨거운 한판.
Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paint, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Dlcga. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Where exactly did all this happen?
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Dlcga.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
보호사 하나 받아야겠는데요.
Don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right, I'll help you. But I won't do it for free.
I wouldn't ask that of you, my friend.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Don't worry. I'm no bandit or a killer.
Then I was damned lucky that it was you who turned up. There are plenty of killers around these parts.
So what is your name then? Voita or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voiter. Nothing else is worth mentioning or appropriate to say.
All right then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of.
안료랑 붓이 되게 비싸지. 이때 시대는.
You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
스아텍으로 가는 데면은 여기지. 야를. 뭐야 이거? 여기야 도둑놈들 야영지에 있는 데긴 하지. 레이 클로비스 누구라?
Go away. No thanks. What's that? Are you kidding? What do you want at this time of night?
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura Hawkeye. And you are?
Henry of Skalitz.
Hey, Henry, have you ever tried popinjay shooting?
What's your friend like?
Clovis? We've known each other for ages.
Is it just me? Or do you not seem too fond of that nickname?
Not really. Four Leaf came up with his, well, so I'm Hawkeye. Not the greatest.
I like Hawkeye.
It don't sound like much.
Shall we measure our...
With pleasure, except it's, my respect.
Does the name Voiter mean anything to you? Master Voiter,
No. Who's that supposed to be?
the painter you left tied up at the edge of the forest under a Trotsky.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't really want to talk about him, do you? Did he do something to you?
Not entirely. That is, maybe. The whole thing was really weird.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
What exactly did the skull reveal to him?
Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voiter told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating, you beat him up and robbed him.
Horse shit, I'm telling you, it's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
Did it not occur to you that something could happen to that man if you left him tied up somewhere?
I told Clovis that, but he said someone would definitely find him and set him free eventually. That's how it was, innit? You found him, and he's all right?
He's fine, but it was a close call. He nearly got devoured by wolves. Luckily, I happened to be passing by.
Phew. He was weird, sure, but he didn't deserve that.
Where'd you have the loot?
What loot?
Don't lie. You took Voiter's brushes and some nice dice. Or is there something else missing?
Well, I've got some brushes here, and Clovis has a few new dice, yeah. But that's it, nothing else.
You know what? Hand over the brushes and I'll leave.
Look, I'd love to, but, how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly...
Honestly stole?
Doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Let fate decide if they should stay with you. Are you really as good an archer as you claim?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all. Except it's pretty dull. My respects.
How are you feeling now? Any better?
I told you, I'm fine. Watch out, someone's
Hey
here.
there, stranger. Come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room by our fire, and if you're up for it, we can play a game of dice.
I challenge you to a shooting match.
I accept.
I'll check if I have enough. All right. Here you go.
Attention!
Farewell.
And go!
Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. I can't even piss straight today.
초반 보정인가? 존나 못하는데? 아,
Watch and learn.
잘하네.
Yes, straight into fuck knows where. Well, I'll be. You beat me, but I admit it was a fine win.
How do you and Yura know each other?
I play dice, he shoots arrows. So we stick together. So, unless you're
You've got a few things here that belong to...
painter, what's this?
Don't even try it. Yura has already confessed.
I should have known that fool would blab. So, what do you want?
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Ura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Wait, what weird things was he saying? Voita described the whole thing to me completely differently.
Well, he was lying to you. Now you see what kind of a fucker he is.
Or maybe you're the one lying to me.
Then I wouldn't have admitted we hit him over the head with a stick, would I? I'm telling you, there's something off about that fella. He was telling Ura that someone's going to murder him or something. And get this, he claimed his skull told him so. If I was you, I'd watch out for him.
Didn't occur to you he could have died tied to that tree? You'd have a murder on your hands.
Oh, don't exaggerate. We dragged him all that way on purpose so he'd be clear.
I suppose. But apart from me, he was also found by a couple of wolves. If I hadn't been there, he'd be painting all the saints in heaven now.
See? That rascal's got some luck. Must be the devil helping him, mark my words.
아이고.
Yura said you have the painter's dice. Hand them over.
Hang on. Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
얘는 이렇게네.
How about we play for them? Dice acquired by unfair means only bring bad luck anyway. But you probably know that best of all.
All right, fine. At least I know you won't cheat. We each play with our own dice, and the winner takes the unlucky ones.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here am I, Groschen? Let's do this.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time.
효과음 추가됐네? 휙휙 이런 소리 나네?
And you look like you can't count to 5. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. If I was you, I'd take it. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
이건 쪼다니인데?
These ones here. Here. Like this.
되게 좀 친해.
These ones here.
운이 되게 높게 설정돼 있나 보다.
Damn it! They're yours, lad.
좆될 뻔했는데?
My God, by thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
Fool, die!
소도스키 성이 있다고 했지? 아, 여기 내부에 빠른 이동 생겼네, 드디어.
And with you.
What do you want, you yoke? Speak up! I'll have a look at the web.
왜 있어? 아, 호감도 낮아갖고 존나 이 평판 바닥이라서 개지랄하네. 안 사 이 씨발 이 새끼야.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
You're just a common whore. Harder. I can hardly feel it.
I need a bar.
Certainly.
I could use the
All right.
I'll gladly.
Excellent. I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat. Don't shove.
Look out! Are we going to have gruel again tonight?
I don't know yet. I'll have to see.
야, 렉? 저런 NPC가 있었나?
The Lord sees you.
아, 이 구석탱이 방이 이거구만. 아주 DC용으로 이제 미리 준비하는 거였네.
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
You have cats here.
I'd say it's more like the cats here have me. They've been living in the loft since long before I got here. But I've got 3 of my own at home in Kuttenberg: Adela, Agnes, and Daniela.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
방패 상징?
It's nothing.
어허.
But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those 2 what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
Are you sure? Those two seem pretty shaken up.
And I nearly got eaten by wolves and have a lump on my head. Can we agree it's my word against theirs?
You didn't provoke them? I talked to both of them for quite a while, and they both said the same thing. If they were lying, I'd know.
Fine. I didn't tell you the whole truth. Even before I almost became a practice target, I wasn't in the best frame of mind. Maybe I started telling them something their empty heads couldn't understand, and they took it out on me. But can we finally stop going into this over and over? Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
It feels like you know me a little too well.
It's just your imagination. I only know what others have told me about you.
Like who?
Does it matter? Instead, tell me what you think of my idea for the shield. It's a good reward, right?
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colors of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like...
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
Trouble? Don't you just wield a brush?
It might look that way, but before you can even think of touching the panel with a brush, you've got to know exactly where the stroke will go. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to, but I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher ambitions.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be?
Well, I don't actually have one with me right now.
Very well.
성능 좋은 방패가 뭐 있지? 이 나라에 들어가야겠군. Weapons and shield? Shield. 스초트스키 히터 쉴드. 방패 나 평균치구나. 그냥 뭐 기사방패 대충 구해오면 되겠지 뭐.
I've got my eye on you, you swine.
May you remain in good health.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
목수한테 가야 되나? 트로스키 지방 방패 파는 놈이 없나? 아, 수도 병사 방패 내가 들고 있던 거였구나. 이거 갖다 줘야지.
For a whipping, eh? Piss off.
What else could I expect from an idiot like you?
Can you paint a shield?
By all means. I'll set up my paints. A knightly one. Good choice.
어. 내가 퀘스트를 깰 만큼 여기 뭐가 생기네. 아, 그림 그린 듯한 느낌 되게 잘 됐네. 텍스처가. 워터 아니야? 이건 청어고 이건 페브리스 같은데?
It turned out well, didn't it?
아 그림 그림 저기 분모양이 쳐져 있군. 씨발.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I simply like being useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that.
당연하지
Tell me,
게임이니까.
Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
뭐야?
I
뭐야?
don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar. I think I saw that name in a book once. Something to do with cattle, or something like that.
Excellent, Henry. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I think anyone's...
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not, you know.
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
Very droll.
Who knows?
I don't know. It all sounds like blasphemy to me.
Nonsense. This is common in art. Take a closer look sometime at paintings of saints. There's always a few hidden symbols or references to old gods in them. And did you know that some churches even stand on the sites where pagan shrines used to be? That can't just be a coincidence.
맞는 말이긴 해.
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Veles?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvietoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
이 트로츠키 지방에 보면은 뭐 이상한 이교 신앙이 그려져 있는 막 그 공약물 같은 거 막 나무 막 어디 맵 경계인데 그게 이번 DLC에 쓰려고 한 물건인가 보다.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
아니면 그냥
West
이스터에그일
of
수도.
Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
That's not bad at all. Excellent, excellent. Next time it'll be even better.
I've got my eye on you, you swine.
여기거리가 왔군. 아이고. 보감도가 10창이 나가지고 그냥 하긴 좀 힘들겠어.
Come for a whipping, eh?
May you remain in good health.
아?
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
아, 새끼가 무두장의 아줌마구나.
Good wife. Do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
It's been so long since I've laid in peace. I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers, and when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems and whispered them to me before bedtime.
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you have anyone to help around the house?
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. That's life. Benish, who was sent here from Trusky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good worker.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Veloster died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? Well, I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Veloster always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time.
오늘도 프로 심부름꾼 헨리군. 헨리. 머리 안 가도 돼. 근처에 다 있을 건데. 음.
Is Valerian your favourite flower?
Yes, yes. Not everyone likes its scent, but honestly, my Vloster wasn't the best smelling either. You know, a tanner.
Does Valerian grow nearby? Or will I have to run halfway across the countryside for it?
What's this? A young lad and his knees already.
근데 얼굴이 좀 이상해졌는데? 왜 저렇게 보이지? 진짜 잘 빠졌나?
I've brought you your favourite flowers.
Really? Let's see. Ah, yes, Valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vloster. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant him heaven.
Right. Right. And how about that memory of yours? Is it any better now?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vloster always brought me flowers and said, Kwiatuszka, put on your best dress, we're going dancing. Oh dear. I still have that dress, but I haven't worn it in years.
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I'd look like a ragged beggar. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore. My hands shake too much.
I'll happily mend your dress for you.
That'd be kind of you, lad. But I can't repay you in any way.
If it helps you remember, that'll be more than enough for me.
All right, then. Here it is, and take good care of it.
Honestly,
Then why did you take the job on?
I mended your dress. Here it is.
Lad, you've got golden hands. It's as good as new.
And what about the shrine? Have you remembered yet?
Such a lovely dress. Shame I've lost isn't you? Love to dance in it one last time.
할매랑 춤도 춰야 돼.
Granny, focus.
And on what?
I'm looking for the shrine of the god Velez. Does that mean anything to you?
Velez? No. There was a shepherd here once, Velemir, but he poisoned himself with deadly nightshade.
The god Velez. It's supposed to look like a bull or something else horned.
Don't bring horned things into this. I'm a respectable woman. Devout.
God, give me strength. All right, I'll dance with you. Maybe it'll finally jog your memory.
Lad, I can barely stand, and I can hardly bend my back. I'd end up crippled.
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses. You said Vlasta used to make up poems for you, didn't you?
That'd be lovely. You know what? I'll put on that dress for it. God knows if anyone will ever give me this kind of...
다행히 춤은 안 추는구나.
I'm ready. You can start.
So, there was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. Together through good and ill, though longings she had many.
Mm-hmm.
When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow. He brought her flowers, this man, to scent her feather pillow. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. She became his queen, this lass. He her king, her one and only. I trust you'll not forget to live your life with love. Where Velus's shrine is hid, tell me so I can go.
Lad, you talk like a preacher. I haven't felt this kind of life in my veins since Vlasta. Now the neighbors will be whispering that I've got a suitor in my old age.
Good heavens.
But you're really clever. Your ma and pa must be so...
없는데.
I hope so.
도장까지 깨졌다.
You don't happen to need help with anything else, do you?
No, you've done more than enough for me. Go and live your life. You've got it all ahead of you.
Since we're having such a nice chat, tell me, do you remember any pagan shrine nearby? Maybe one with a bull?
Wait, that does ring a bell. Like someone's already asked me about it.
No. Really?
Do you mean the protector of cattle, Velus? My grandma told me about him, and even took me there once. I was so scared. Because he had horns, see? I thought he was the devil himself. I hid under my grandma's skirt, and she started laughing.
God, why dost thou torment me?
But where was it? There are so many places like that around here. She used to take me to a rocky hilltop between Rock Tower Pond and Kirchard. It's a little to the south. There was something made of stone there. No. Wait. Wasn't it somewhere else? By Nebuchadnezzar Fortress. There's a little stream near the spring. There was some kind of pagan statue. No. You know what? You'd better take a look south of Lower Semin Pond. To the east of it, there are marshes with a stream running through them. If you follow it and keep your eyes open, you'll definitely find something. There are always loads of deer and roe there. It's bound to be there.
Ah, God, thank you. And thanks to you too, good wife.
Wait a moment.
Oh, no. What now?
I just remembered who else asked me about Velus. A peculiar little fellow in a red cap. You wouldn't happen to know him, would you?
Me? Well...
No, you know what? Don't tell me. Some things are better left unknown. But be careful around him, lad.
Careful? Why?
From the short time he was here, it was clear something wasn't right with him. His eyes were full of sorrow. If he's hanging around you, you'd better be careful.
대놓고 있구만 여기. 자체 스포일러. 여기도 있어? 아, 보잖아. 드디어 빠른 동생이었다. 미친.
I know well enough what you did here.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah. Greetings.
밖에 가고 있나? 가고 있네.
A boulder in the middle of a stone circle. This didn't get here by chance. Damn. No horned head here. Whatever was here, it's got nothing to do with Velas.
이유도 성소가 없는 곳에 가야 되는구만. 그러면 정답만 피해서 가볼까?
this quickly! Boss Summit is... Come on, then!
Ha! 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 To make
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
어이구.
Enough! I give up!
You're not going anywhere until I say so.
Let me live!
Give me everything you...
All right!
That dog just does what he wants, and not what I want him to do.
Ah, fuck this!
Look what I have for you.
크래치 아이콘이 바뀌었네. 와씨 퍼시션 등급 봐. 양배추 파티 안 되고. 킹덤컴.
Do you reckon? What do you want?
That's a lot of cabbage.
So what? I like cabbage.
But you shouldn't steal it.
Well, that's a lie.
Well, here,
Why not?
because cabbage doesn't grow in the woods.
Oh, well, all right.
역사 기반 어드벤처 RPG.
What are you gonna do with me?
그게 제일 알맞게 표현하겠네. 역사 기반 어드벤처 RPG. 칼싸움도 있고 원시적인 손대포도 나오고 활도 쏘고 석궁도 쏘고 15세기 체코? 14세기? 체코 역사 게임.
Why did you steal it in the first place? Who ever heard of someone stealing cabbage?
Well, I wanted to make sauerkraut and sell it, but now I'm afraid the people will know. Where would I even get so much cabbage?
고스랑은 좀
On
달라요.
a heap of sauerkraut.
Well, do you want a taste? Mum always said I made the best sauerkraut, though she also said I was dumb as a rock before she chased me away.
이런 장르가 없어. 예, 그러니까 게임 만든 스튜디오에서 권력을 제일 쥔 사람들이 보통은 이제 막 뭐 디자이너나 아니면은 뭐 사내 정치라는 놈들 이런 놈들인데 이 게임은 만들 때 제일 권력을 가졌던 사람들이 그 역사 자문해주는 사람들이었어. 독특한 게임입니다. 하여튼 1인칭으로만 진행되고 전투는 이제 네 방향에서 이제 그 막 1대1로 서로 다이 깨는 식인데 좀 전투가 좀 약간 엉성하긴 한데 뭐 적당히 재밌습니다. 예. 호흡이 되게 길어. 역사가 많이 나오고 그리고 이제 컷신이 많이 나오는데 되게 다 진국이야.
I think your mum was right.
I know that, but what am I to do about it? Well, do you want a taste?
좀 되게 약간 그 중세 말기의 모습을 가감없이 보여줘. 중세에서 이제 막 근대로 넘어가려고 하는 그 약간 말세적인 분위기 그 당시에. 예, 기독교적인 이야기가 많이 나오고 아무래도 유럽이다 보니까 예, 처음 볼 수밖에 없어. 킹덤컴이 1편도 그런 게임이 없었거든. 전투도 엉성하고 뭔가 그래픽도 엉성했는데 뭔가 재미는 있고 역사가 재밌다 하는 그런 게임이었거든. 예.
I'd love to.
Here you go. The best sauerkraut in the...
이 편은 더합니다.
Oh, Mum. It's really good.
I told you so. If you want, I'll make you some more. Just bring me some fresh cabbage. At least I wouldn't have to steal it. But what will happen to me now?
Don't worry. I won't tell the bailiff.
Why?
Because you're so stupid, I feel sorry for you.
That's very nice of you. I have to give you something as thanks. Do you want some more sauerkraut, since you liked it so?
Sure. Give it to me.
Here you go. And if you want more, just bring me some fresh cabbage.
I came to trade some cabbage.
Give it to me.
Here you go.
Beautiful. And here's yourself.
Well, God be with you.
헤리시 커트랑 시대가 잠깐만 헤리시 커트면 코사크헤드 놀던 때인데 보자. 코사크가 몇 년도 보빙이었지? 코사크헤드 놀던 때니까 헤리시 커트면은 아마 한 헤트만 이런 애들 놀던 때일 건데 아마. 한 1600년쯤일 건데 아마 삼시를 들고 그렇게 깝치는 거면 그거보다 더 예전입니다. 예. 아예 게임에 이렇게 위키가 엄청 잘 돼 있어. 예. 아까 제가 말한 역사학자들이 권력을 잡았던 게임이라. 이 사회가 보자. 코텐베르크가 이제 함락되고 카를 4세가 뒤지고, 그러니까 룩셈부르크 왕조의 말기입니다 지금. 신성 로마제국 룩셈부르크 왕조의 박살나기 직전. 주인공은 이제 스카리츠라고 하는 은광 마을 출신의 이제 꼬맹인데, 여기다 약간 역사적 팩트랑 이제 그 가상을 좀 섞어가지고 만든 내용. 액션은 좀 구려요. 예. 좀 구려. 예. 근데 이 회사가 영세해서 뭐 그냥 그러니 해. 액션이 좋다면 좋은데 좀 구리다면 구린 것도 있어서. 근데 이 액션이 다가 아니라 약간 그 시대 상을 이제 표현하려고 했던 게임이라서 그냥 뭐 넘어갈 수 있는 수준? 야영지가 아닌데? 밀렵본 아니야? 도둑놈이구나. 아, 헤이시커트 재밌죠. 저는 그 게임 알파 때도 있었는데. 그 레이피어드고 까치인 년이 있었는데, 프랑스 여자. 걔가 주캐였는데 친구한테 그거로 날비리 존나 했다가 친구가 존나 싸웠어.
Show me.
근데 그 게임은 롱소드가 롱소드 검술이 분명히 망했어야 되는데, 씨발 롱소드 쓰는 년들이 개쎄가지고 좀 처음에 짜증 되게 많이 냈었는데. 롱소드 들고 다니는 그 여자의 걔도 그렇고, 그 주정뱅이 그 수도사 걔도 그렇고, 아이 롱소드 쓰는 놈들이 뭔가 짜증나. 이거 씨, 가드도 커가지고 손목 때문에 손목도 잘 안 맞고. 저는 그 네이피어로 이제 어디서 이제 나이 먹어도 이제 툭툭 때렸는데, 아주 막 극찬을 받았지, 플레이 스타일이. 이게 전투 스타일은 방금 암살도 귀찮아서 그냥 대충 넘겼는데, 막 그냥 이렇게 콤보를 우겨 넣어서 잡든가 아니면 단타로 쳐 죽이든가, 뭐 그 뭐야 반격기로 잡던가, 뭐 그런 거고, 주거니 받거니 하다가 스태미나 다 떨어지면 데미지 받고 죽는 식이에요. 예. 근데 이 콤보가 다 의미가 별로 없어. 왜냐면 이게 캐릭터가 힘이 세지면은 이제 그만큼 콤보가 더 잘 들어가고 데미지가 잘 들어가는데, 이제 주인공이 지금 내가 이 엔딩 한번 봤던 캐릭터인데, 이게 DLC 나온 김에 하는 거라 얘가 한 대 때리면 다 죽거든. 콤보고 나발이고 그냥 애들 대가리 한번 뚜껑 맞으면 되져버려.
Surely this is it. I need to see it from close up. Corva. I found the shrine, but there's a man here with a knife in his head. Good thing I dealt with those murderers before I brought Voita here.
아까 저 도둑놈들이 그거였구만.
Quick.
그냥 뭐 적당히 엉성한 게임이야 그러니 하면 돼요. 예. 여기는 결국 쓸모 없는 지역인가? 야, 저 와중인데 씨발요. 안에 사람이 산다고? 내가 볼 때 밤낮 전용 모델을 만들었는데 지금 퀘스트 진행을 해가지고 저게 성이 박살난 상태라서 저렇게 뜨는 게 아닌가 싶은데 뭐 회사가 영세하니까.
Whoa.
누가 뽀개 났구만. 호자비 세트 내가 어디서 먹었지? 프라그군이고. 레벨링이 됐나? 서코트가 오히려 그게 되는데.
What did I do to you?
아니 장사 시간 아닌가? 7시구나. 아우 평판 망한 거 봐.
Worried about.
All right.
하게 해줄게.
Here.
Well, well. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
회수할 때 근처에 있을 건데. 나 여기.
God be with you, my friend.
Good morning.
My body.
I.
I need a hot bath and my clothing cleaned.
Great.
Let's talk.
Certainly. That's more. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed your stay. You're always welcome here.
What did I do to you?
Henry!
아까 살펴본다가 뭐 떴었는데.
I know where the Vela shrine is. There was a small band of bandits there, but don't worry, I took care of them.
Bandits? And tell me, did one of them have a distinctive helmet?
I don't think so. They look like any other local thugs. Why'd you ask?
Oh, it's nothing. The important thing is, you found the shrine. I knew I could count on you. Will you take me there, please?
Sure. We can set off.
Damn. I painted him with an extra tooth. Well, let's just say it's a happy little accident.
밥 아저씨야? 해피 액시던트 저거 밥 아저씨가 한 말이잖아.
Divine justice served by an apple.
Is it done yet?
What do you think?
이교도신한테 뭐 밥을 주는 거야?
Wow. Now that's what I call a painting. Not that I know much about it, but I really like it. You managed to capture the shapes and also the colours. Ah, what do I know? I've seen a few pictures, sure, but the most I've done myself is paint a house wall brown.
Well, that's
저기
just one
똥칠한 거
step away
씨발.
from picking up a brush.
Sviatoslava mentioned you.
Really? I hope it was something good.
Well, she said I should be careful around you. And also that something might be troubling you.
Oh, grannies always worry, especially about young men like you. But whether I'm troubled or by what, that's no concern of yours.
While painting, you seemed so calm, but now you seem a bit off. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Just this place speaks to me.
What? You mean literally?
Just like we're talking now. I hear this place too. It tells me of the history of this shrine, of Velez and his underworld. There's so much. Still not sure if it's a blessing or a curse.
Well, it's certainly not both. So, did you find what you were looking for?
What I needed, yes. What I hope for, sadly, no. It's not the kind of peace that will endure through the ages.
Ah, chin up. Maybe the lords at Trotsky will like it, and you'll make good money from it.
Oh, the lords will like any kind of hack work. I'm toiling over this for entirely different reasons.
What reasons? Why are you chasing some grand masterpiece?
Let's just say I'm doing it for my own peace of mind.
And what now?
I'm done here, so I'll head back to the castle. If you'd like, I could paint something on your shield while I'm there. Maybe a horned head? And while you're at it,
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you?
I thought you'd be pleased. You're the one who asked me for something like this not too long ago. But don't worry. I've just got this one little idea, and I want to know what you'll think of it.
Don't you want to tell me right now?
No. I need to sort it out a bit first. Otherwise, you'd start thinking I'm mad.
What do you mean, start? I already think so.
You see? And even so, you'll be kind enough to give me a bit of time. It'll save you time in the end.
All right, all right. Have you decided what you need my help?
At least, I think so.
왜 자꾸 먹어?
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better tell me, do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I've heard it.
I've always hated it. But lately, I've been wishing it were true, and that God would be gracious to me.
That sounds like you need a priest, not me.
What I really need is paints. I'm running out.
And what has God's grace to do with...
Well, I want to try something. Unconventional. You know, pigments are often mixed with egg yolk. It makes the paint more durable and resistant to mold. And I want to use an egg that probably no one has tried before. And before you ask, just about everything from the bird kingdom has already been tried. I've fallen out of trees chasing that idea.
That would explain a lot.
I know exactly what I need. But I can't do it all alone. Painting isn't just about colors and forms. Mostly, it's about bringing light out of darkness. In short, I want a basilisk egg.
시큰 놈.
A basilisk egg? That's nonsense, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be. Think of it as us being pioneers.
And is it really necessary to pioneer a thing like that?
Don't worry. We won't let the creature hatch. Aren't you at least curious about what could happen? Nobody's ever tried something like this before.
Yeah, I can imagine why. Why should I be the one to look for the egg?
You know how it goes when I set off somewhere. I'd end up stuck in a swamp with a broken leg. Besides, the countryside is crawling with bandits these days.
And you're not just saying that to shift God's wrath onto me, are you?
You can't fool God's wrath by making someone else your errand boy. And human wrath? You'll handle that better than I would.
First you nearly get eaten by wolves. Now you're dabbling in black magic. What's wrong with living an ordinary life?
I don't know anything like that, and I don't want to, thank you very much. Art is always wrought from suffering.
Trying to talk you out of this is probably a waste of time, isn't it?
I see you've got me all figured out.
Figured out, maybe. But I'm none the wiser for it. Look, don't take it the wrong way. I'd help you if I could. But I reckon the last basilisk around here died ages ago. I've certainly never seen one at any merchant stall.
Well, that's because basilisks don't lay eggs. They hatch from eggs laid by a black cockerel and brooded by a toad.
Where can I get a cockerel egg, of all things? And how do I even tell it apart from a hen's egg?
It's easier than you think. People at the castle talk about all sorts of interesting things. They say a rather unusual black cockerel runs around the yard of some Slavic in Samine. I'd start by asking him.
Who, the cockerel?
Very droll.
Can you tell me where to find a toad?
They live in wetlands and by stagnant water, and they croak quite loudly. It sounds something like this. Apparently there are lots of them near the ponds around Jellyov.
All right, I'll find a place where the toads are croaking. But what then? How do I make them sit on the egg?
You don't. You just place it in their nest and wait to see if one sits on it.
But I could be waiting until doomsday.
Oh, don't exaggerate. Leave it there for a day and a night, and I bet it'll turn into a basilisk egg.
And how'd you tell that? By the colour? Or the smell, maybe?
Well, who knows? Try it and see for yourself.
And, what do toads sound like? I want to make sure I don't get it wrong.
아니 웃으면서 물어보는 거 봐.
So let's sum it up. I find a cockerel egg, leave it in the toad nest for a day and a night, and then bring it back to you.
Exactly. Best of luck, my friend.
Another Mongol.
Praise be Jesus Christ. Good day.
Well, good day.
Is anyone looking for us?
Not likely. Chamberlain Schaumburg, the truth be told.
What will you do now?
Nothing. And if necessary... May God be with you, Henry.
Good day. What would... Take care. Have a good evening.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Greetings.
God
My
bless you,
respects.
sir.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
I heard you've got a rather unusual cockerel. Pitch black.
And what's so unusual about that? A black cockerel isn't anything out of the ordinary.
True. But I've also heard your cockerel lays eggs.
Oh? Where do you hear such nonsense?
왜 목소리 떠냐?
How it is. Rumours spread and everyone twists and embellishes them. I'm just curious if there's any truth to it.
Someone must have been pulling your leg. I don't have any cockerel like that.
Don't worry. I'm not a bailiff or an inquisitor. I'm a student from the University of Prague.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry then?
I don't mean you any trouble. I just want to have a good look at the cockerel. I've seen a boar give birth to piglets and a bull that gave milk. People always talked about blessings or even
진짜
miracles.
씨발 아가리 진짜.
Wouldn't it be a shame to keep something like that from the world?
Alright, I'll tell you, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't spread it around too much. I did have a black cockerel. A young one, since my Boniface died recently. But that black one was so small and stunted, just peculiar. So, I decided to put it down and took it to the woods. A run like that wasn't even fit for soup.
Did the black cockerel really lay eggs?
Oh, aye. One evening, it started drooping its head in a strange way, and I was worried it was going to die. Then the next morning, I go to the coop, and the little devil is alive and well, sitting on eggs. And the next day, it's at it again. Either it was stealing them from the hens, or it was laying them itself.
And did you keep any of its eggs?
No, I took them away along with the carcass. Who knows? There might have been something devilish about them.
Where exactly did you take the cockerel?
Just over there, to the edge of the woods. There's a little dung heap. You might still find it there.
All right. I'll go and have a look.
똥도 뒤져야 너.
Here he is. Poor thing. Let's hope the egg's here too.
Show me.
Who are you?
Do you not recognize a way?
Of course I do.
I understand, though.
Exactly.
My itchy feet. I wander the world. While we're at it,
Tell me instead.
something new every... Take that new priest over in Prague. Goes by the name of Hus. And if you heard him, now that's... He's not afraid to scold anyone.
Have you heard him preach?
That I have. He was at St. Michael's one time. Nowadays, you'd have to go to Bethlehem Chapel to see him. But it's well worth it. If you're ever in Prague, that fellow's born to be a cardinal. Or a pope. Then you'll be able to tell your children you remember him when he was a... Nothing to your liking, sir?
나 없어 임마. 병신 같은.
The toads are croaking here. There's a nest. And I've got the egg from the black cockerel too. So let's do this.
해동진데.
Now it's just a matter of waiting a day for the toads to brood it. But I'd better leave so I don't disturb them while they're in. Bloody hell.
nearly educated.
Don't belong here.
Art for its own sake. That is the true goal.
Talking to you. Let's drink.
Aye, let the ale flow and wash away the bitter taste of discord.
이거 이제 상하나?
Here we are. Good.
Greetings.
Good to see you.
I didn't realise your head was that full of shit. Come on, old pal, get a grip on yourself.
Why is this?
뭔가 잘못됐는데? 더 찍을 게 없는데? 얼마나 있어야 돼? 썩은 거 아니야?
Well, I'll be damned. It completely changed colour. Or maybe it just got mouldy. Well,
Get out of here right now and get the hell out of here. Get out before this ends badly for you. Are you still staring? Are you trying to piss me off? Fuck off before I kill you. I won't let you stay here even with a weapon. You're mine.
Show what you're made of. Ha ha! You never saw that? Oh! I've been waiting for you. You're no match for us, fucker.
Do it!
No chance.
Show what you're made of. Surprised? Bad luck!
Show your stuff. Oh! Fuck!
참 힘들다.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you. Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
평판 낮으니까 지랄 다 하는구만.
Everything in order. Carry on.
the peace, and we won't have any problems.
You hungry beast?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. I've got the basilisk egg, laid by a black cock.
Really? Surely you... Quickly, give it here.
Oh, sure. No need to thank me.
Sorry, of course. I'm grateful, and I will reward you. The basilisk won't hatch from the egg, but it would look great on a shield. I don't have any coin right now, but you know what? Take this ring of mine.
Thanks. So, what now? Are you going to crack the egg already?
As soon as I've prepared everything I need. But I'd like some peace and privacy for it, if you don't mind.
Seriously? I just want to watch.
No, you distract me. Understand that I have to handle something this rare with extreme care.
Fine. Sorry. I reckon I'll leave then.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I just need peace. My head's a bit of a mess right now.
뭘 자꾸 먹어?
What are you hoping to achieve with this basilisk paint? What makes it so special? A basilisk can kill with a glance, right? At least that's what they say.
It depends. Some people claim it's the basilisk's breath that's deadly. Unfortunately, there's precious little real evidence.
And is it smart to mix something like that into paint? What if you poison yourself?
I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry. The paint has several ingredients, and the yolk is just one of them. Even if it's poisonous, I'll manage somehow. To be honest, I don't expect the paint I mix to be miraculous. What matters more is the quality of the pigments and the correct proportions.
Then why did I go to so much trouble?
It's all about the story. When I tell people how difficult it was to acquire the paint, they'll happily pay me to decorate their hall with something so miraculous.
Or they'll have you whipped for making it all up.
That could happen too. That's why you've got to be careful about what you reveal. And more importantly, to whom.
What's making such a mess in your head?
It's hard to explain, sorry. But sometimes I almost wish my cursed skull were as empty as that painted one on the shelf.
So what are you going to do once you've made the basilisk paint?
I'd like to leave here soon for another job, but I still have something very important to finish.
And what exactly do you need to finish?
I need to meet with someone, but right now I need to mix this basilisk. Come back tomorrow. Stop by later. I can't right now.
자고 이었어야지.